If you're an HR or a L&D leader within your organization, you are probably wondering whether you should buy an LMS or an LXP. A lot of people believe that the days of the LMS are gone. And yet there are others who feel that an LXP has its own limitations. An LMS, as you know, is a learning management system that allows you to create, manage, track and deliver online courses. You could also use an LMS to onboard new employees, which is all very good. However, in recent years, people have begun to debate the relevance of the LMS. Why is that? Well, some people believe that the rise in personalized, adaptive learning has seemingly made the traditional LMS redundant. Now, let's spend a moment on the LXP, or the Learning Experience Platform as it is called. Most people credit the rise of the LXP to the demise of the traditional LMS. The entire idea behind the LXP is that it is designed keeping the learner in mind. Therefore, an LXP would have a learner-centric design that enables personalized learning based on their learning preferences. This means that among other things an LXP would allow content curation and personalized learning paths. No, it doesn't mean that the learner has to undertake this mammoth task on their own. That's where a good LXP would automatically enable it for you. And a great LXP would go a step further in enhancing the learner-led experience. It would also allow the learner to engage in collaborative learning and provide enablement for coaching and mentoring. And make it easy for the learner to contribute their own content while benefiting from subject matter expertise from other learners. In fact, a damn good LXP would also allow the learner and the organization to track the intangibles like behavioral and soft skills development, the learner's engagement levels across courses and the ability to assess themselves and their development trajectory at different points in time. So, where does that leave us? Should it be an LMS or an LXP? Frankly, the jury is still out on this one. Despite everything that we have said about the LXP, the fact is that the LMS is based upon solid principles of learning management. And formal learning management is not something that is going to go away anytime soon. On the other hand, the LXP puts the learning experience first, and that is a great wow from the learners. At Talgro, we don't look at this as an LMS or an LXP question. We believe that it is important to have a system that blends the administrative component of the LMS with the learning focus of the LXP. Which is why Talgro has been built by experts from the HR and L&D functions, with the help of the best in technology. Underpinning this is the insights gleaned through our immersive experience of going deep inside the world of our users. And yes, that includes the learners in a big way. Talgro is an LMS LXP. It combines learning technology underlining the traditional LMS along with the enhanced learner focus of the LXP. That is why it offers you the best of formal and informal learning, including social learning. And the learning technology allows you to align it perfectly with your organizational requirements. Okay, that is enough of context setting. Let's see how Talgro does all of this. But before we get there, let's define our user groups. There is the learner, and borrowing from Peter Drucker, the very purpose of our existence. Then there is the instructor, or instructors. The manager, of the learner. A coach. An expert, could be an academic or an industry subject matter expert. And of course, the HR or L&D leader who brings all this together with the help of Talgro. Great. Now let's take a whiff of the secret sauce that makes Talgro an award-winning LMS LXP. HR admins can craft courses, create batches, conduct in-course evaluations, evaluate performance of the learner before and after the course. Let's save the details of these functionalities for the demo. These seemingly common utilities have been designed by experts in the field. However, the one thing that makes courses on Talgro quantum times more effective is live analytics. Live analytics is a sophisticated algorithm that works in the backend to notify HR in real time as and when a parameter is less than optimal. Here are some examples. An instructor may be performing subpar than his usual best. A learner may be performing lower than how he usually performs in other courses. The current batch may have given a subpar rating to content despite high ratings for the same content in other batches. Even though instructors and content have received good ratings, performance of the batch is low. Learners in a batch might be performing well in in-course evaluations, however they may not be as engaged as learners in other batches. The list could go on. But you get the picture. HR can perform timely course correction even while the course is going on. In other words, the best doctor is one who can treat the patient before they become critical. The other thing that's worth a mention here is the feature of Talgro recommends instructors for a course. Once the developmental goals are set along with the intended audience of the course, an intelligent algorithm recommends the right instructor for the same. Talgro considers the nature of the course along with mounds of historical data on learner profiles and instructor proficiency before recommending the same. This is machine learning at its best. Let's see. Have we covered all the aspects important for HR admins? Almost. Let's talk about personalized learning paths now. Learning paths are most effective when they are adaptive for every learner based on their specific developmental needs. How do we assess those needs? A well-crafted set of assessments usually does the trick. In Talgro we have an integrated assessments module that enables HR to create assessments which learners can undergo. Based on the results, personalized learning paths for each learner can be created based on recommendations. Alternatively, learning paths can also be recommended based on the learner's role and level within the organization. Okay. Let's move on to the coach and manager. This is where we would like to introduce Talgro's action planning technology. This process innovation has been patented by Talgro as it colossally increases the effectiveness of the learning from the course and makes it easy to measure ROI from the training and development interventions. The action planning software ensures that the training imparted to an employee is effectively applied in the work environment. It involves the learner and the manager but has the option of including a coach in case it is required by the learner or the organization. This tightly integrated, innovative technology leads to application and implementation of the learning. High business impact. Enabling measurement of ROI. This means that if you combine the benefits from the action planning technology with the other utilities of Talgro, you invariably cover the full spectrum of Kirkpatrick's 4-level training evaluation. 1. Reaction. 2. Learning. 3. Behavior, and 4. Results. Not just that, you also get the 5th element from Jack Phillips's model. ROI. Too good to be true? Not really. Ask for a demo and see the magic in action. Now let's move on to the learners. You must be wondering where the learner fit into this picture. This is where Talgro's LXP orientation kicks in. It's all about the learner experience. Our innovative design thinking methodology ensures that learners don't need to scramble to complete assignments and consume content in a haphazard manner. The experience of a Talgro learner is like attending a well-scripted play where the learner just plays along and at the end of it, they know the course like the back of their hand. This is evidenced when the learner compares his pre-course assessment scores with post-course assessment scores. For those in HR who value numbers, the proof of a well-architected course is in the numbers. Even if the scores show no difference, it is a great opportunity to fine-tune the course based on live analytics and rich data available through user-friendly technology. And as we mentioned earlier in this video, the action planning technology ensures that learners are able to apply their learnings and get feedback or coaching on their goals, irrespective of where they are. And of course, there are several other learner-centric gems that Talgro offers. This includes social learning, blending formal and informal learning, nano, micro, learning, gamification and collaborative learning among several other value enhancers. One of the ways to experience this in action is to enroll for Talgro's executive education courses. We have partnered with premier institutions to bring you courses relevant for today and the future. Organizations can enroll their employees for a set of our courses and ensure that they are upskilled in no time. Michael Lombardo and Robert Eichinger speak about the 70-20-10 model for learning and development. According to them, 70% of learning is experiential and happens on the job. 20% of learning is through social interactions and feedback. 10% of learning is through formal structured programs and courses. Talgro has been designed keeping in mind the above. Organizations can enable their learners to benefit from holistic learning using Talgro's award-winning technology and utilities like action planning, collaborative learning, live analytics, gamification, personalized learning paths and learner experience among other things. Behind the simple and user-friendly Talgro interface is the effective workflow management technology, artificial intelligence and sophisticated algorithms crafted by functional, technical and process experts. Little wonder that Talgro's motto is develop, engage, sustain. And as our knowledge partner, People first would say, "It's about you."